Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here with Enlightened World Network. We are bringing you a meditation every day of the year, and on Wednesdays, we do meditation excavation. What that means is that Teri and I meditate along with you, and we share with you whatever we're seeing as it rolls out. There's always something fascinating to that spirit brings us. I have no idea what's coming up today. Good morning, Teri Angel. So glad you're here.
Good morning, Ruth. I just noticed how we really complement each other with the backgrounds. Isn't that awesome?
It is, and not unusual, actually. So let's see where this takes us. Are you ready to go into meditation?
I am so ready for meditation this morning. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, just make yourselves comfortable on your chair, or if you're laying down, just feel that support of. I've got my two dogs are here with me. Jetty. Jetty's nose is in the camera right now, so they may be joining us. Oh, yeah.
A little bit of animal energy.
And this is Maddie right up here.
Oh, my sweet ones.
Okay. They both want to be on my lap. That's not going to work. Okay. Whew. Thanks, guys. Okay. So feeling your chair underneath you. We are just going to ground ourselves in for just a minute. So let's take a deep, cleansing, centering, grounding breath. Let's just take another one, nice and slow. So we're going to ground ourselves. We're going to pay attention to our heart space. I'm seeing the color green, a beautiful emerald green, which to me signifies Archangel Raphael and the heart space. This is interesting, Teri. We're grounding from the heart space today. So let's just take a deep breath into that heart space. And as we breathe into that space, we're going to see roots coming out through the heart space. I don't know that we've ever done that, but that's what I'm seeing. So take a look around your heart space. We're going to breathe nice and slowly into it. Curious. Okay, so when you're in the cold air and you breathe out, you can see your breath coming out as a vapor. And that's what they're showing me. So as we take a deep breath in and as we breathe out, it comes out looking like vapor. And why they're showing us that, I'm sure we'll see in just a second. So pay attention to your breath for just a moment. Now see you're grounding from your heart space all the way down through your body, down your torso, your trunk, your legs, your feet. We're going to ground that heart space into Mother Gaia. And let's also ground from our root chakra while we're at it. Just to help us feel a little more centered there. Just watch as those roots go all the way down into the center of the earth. Interesting. Okay. So what I was seeing, Teri, as I was watching those roots go hitting the earth and then going down through the earth was I saw bloodshed of past wars. And not just wars, but just people doing hideous things to people because, throughout lifetimes, people have done hideous things. So interesting. Okay. And as we are grounding into Mother Gaia and we're going through that layer of man's inhumanity to man, I'm seeing the green of our heart space, our heart chakra covering the land. Interesting. It's a clearing, a healing of the land coming from our heart chakras. Teri, can you see that?
Yeah, it's so cool. When we connect heart to heart with Mother Earth, it's so beautiful. Yeah, definitely a clearing, not just of bloodshed, but also of any traumas, anytime there was widespread illness or dis-ease, famines, whatever was going on, there's that lingering energy. So that's what we're doing right now is connecting in, and wherever it's needed, this is flowing, just like our heart knows what to do in our body, right? We don't have to tell it, pump blood through the veins. So when we connect this way with the heart of Mother Earth, it's also the same way. We don't have to tell it what to do. It knows where to go.
But it's absolutely flowing. Your word is absolutely right. It's this green divine color healing, the love from the heart chakra and Archangel Raphael flowing onto the earth's surface. And I'm seeing penetrating into the earth's surface. So Teri, while we sit in this space, would you ask in the spiritual divinity, please?
Of course. So we already have Archangel Raphael working with us. Raphael is the healing angel, and that's what's happening today. There's some healing going on. And thank you for that, Raphael. Archangel Michael, we ask for protection over our planet, over each inhabitant of the planet, for all of those doing their work right now, going into this meditation and connecting in with the very heart of Gaia. Archangel Gabriel, we call you forth for clarity, asking that we know what we're looking at, we know what we're experiencing on a deeper level. And Archangel Uriel, a beautiful angel that helps us connect in with Mother Earth, helps us to ground and balance and center. Thank you for being here to conduct this meditation today. I feel Divine Mother's presence so strongly. Divine Mother and Kuan Yin, that beautiful, feminine, healing, nurturing energy. Thank you for coming to be present with us for this meditation. Thank you to Christ. Thank you to the Masters. And thank you, most of all, to Source God Energy for guiding us always with the bright light from the great central sun. Thank you that we can make this connection every time we go into meditation. And we ask now that that light from the sun illuminates whatever we need to be aware of as we go deeper into this meditation. Just sit with all of that energy that came in and allow your own heart to connect in with the heart of Mother Gaia. Just see where that takes you, and if there's a grounding that needs to be done, just see those roots, as Ruth was describing earlier. See the roots going deep into the planet.
Wow. Thank you, Teri. While you were doing that, I was really experiencing some clearing from the throat chakra. And I don't think it's just mine. I think it's more of a collective.
It is a collective. And I have been going through that for a bit now, with the throat needing to be cleared, feeling like I have to cough. There's so much going on our earth plane right now that we all need to do that collective clearing. So if there's anyone listening that's feeling that as well, you're not alone, and there's nothing wrong with you. You might want to get checked if there is, but what we're feeling into the energy is that clogging, that stagnation, where we all want to speak. We all want to have that clear channel, that communication, to know exactly what we're looking at.
Okay, so Teri, what I'm getting right now is that there needs to be some real clearing. Wow, because what I'm hearing is screaming of, wow, all of the suffering that has taken place here on the planet.
Just take a breath in with that.
Yeah.
See what happens with that breath. See if when you breathe in, if it goes beyond the throat chakra, or if it just lingers there for a moment. There may be words that need to come forth. There may be an opening of your chakra that will allow you to be more of your authentic self, to connect in and know what needs to be cleared. Sometimes we don't know, we just feel it. We feel that stagnation and we feel there's something not quite right. But everything is working in perfection. So if you're listening to this, that's no accident or coincidence.
So Teri, I'm asking in the 500,000 earth angels to come be with us. There's just a whole lot of stuck energy.
Isn't it interesting? I'm sorry. It's interesting how our human ego mind wants to say, oh, there's something wrong. You have a sore throat, you have a cold, you have this, you have that. But when you do the clearing and you ask for that energy to move and not be stagnant anymore, you'll actually feel it clear up.
You know, I think there's empaths, there's folks listening in that are very sensitive to feeling these energies and the emotions that have been left. So I'm just asking in the earth angels and Archangel Michael, Divine Mother, Kuan Yin, to please just cleanse the energy. I guess the earth is getting a big healing today, huh, Tara?
Oh, yes. So needed.
Oh, okay. I understand it now. I was asking about the breath before when we were in the heart chakra and we would breathe out the vapor. And I said, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'll understand it. So now I understand it. Okay. So, you know, when what they're showing me is like in the shower, when the wall is covered with water vapor and you can write on it, right? And then it stays there for a couple seconds before it goes away. Do you know what I'm talking about, Teri?
Yes.
Yeah. What they were showing me is that our breath is similar to that. So if we breathed out and it was like on a cold day, like you could write in that mist and it would stay for just a couple seconds, right? So what I'm seeing is with all of the inhumanity, man to man, woman to woman, that was here on the earth, that we're releasing that energy of the screams and the trauma, that breath holds a picture. It holds the person's energy. So while we're releasing the angst, the yelling, the screaming, etc., the pain, there is still that picture, that image. I know this isn't making sense. I see it, but I can't explain it very well.
I see what you mean, but also I'm brought to mind Dr. Emoto's experiments with water. And in that mist, as we breathe out all of that angst, all of that stuff that you were speaking, we can add in words of love. We can add in words that soothe and that say everything is working perfectly. We can add love into the mix of the water and the mist and the energy that's being released. We can clear it with love.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Kuan Yin says love is the energy that heals. So that's what's needed to add into this mix of everything that's being brought up.
And the earth angels can help with that, and Archangel Michael, Divine Mother. Thank you, Teri. That's beautiful. And Kuan Yin. Right. People aren't forgotten, but their image, that energy of them doesn't have to be at this moment of angst. It can be from that place of love, of who they are in spirit. And so allowing the earth angels and the spiritual divinity to transform and transmute the energy that's here on the planet to that of love, it really does change that energy.
It does. And what I'm hearing is to see the energy, see all of what has taken place, what is taking place now, with transmuting it to love, and hold that energy of compassion. With compassion, we don't take on that person's hurt. We just love them and allow the energy to flow into a better, more positive being. So that's what this is all about. That's what the clearing is, just the allowing of it. Just saying, we understand. We know that there was something that was really traumatic that happened, and we love you. And we're allowing that release to take place.
And of course, we're holding our brothers and sisters across Europe at this time and other places in the world with civil unrest, emotional unrest, fear. Big holding space, Teri.
Again, the reminder to not take on that energy and then to keep your energy clear, to hold only love in your heart. It's not yours. It's not your trauma, but holding the power of love up to the light and allowing it to transmute. because that's where the stuck energy happens. When we try to take on somebody else's energy as our own, it's not ours. It happened or it's happening. And our job is simply to love and to pray for the very best outcome for all involved.
Excuse me.
So just allow whatever the release is, whether it's a cough, a clearing of your throat, tears, anger, whatever it looks like for you to release that energy. It's important to let it go and not hold it in. In holding it in, you're not serving anyone. But letting it go means that we're freeing it. We're freeing that energy with that breath. Just envision what Ruth was explaining earlier about the vapors. And if you want to think of a mirror that fogs up when there's hot water running, just see that mirror totally fogged over and write the words love, peace, joy. Bring in the positive energy.
Grace.
All is well.
Yeah, next time you're in the shower, write on the walls. I've done that a lot in my day, but write on the walls those positive energies you intend to surround yourself with and bring into the world. Teri, what they're showing me now is for everyone listening to just ground yourself in and allow yourself to be that beacon of light that we know we all are in spirit. Just allow yourself to really sink in and allow that energy to shine through you.
The breath is your connection. As you breathe in deeper and deeper into your lungs, you'll feel your body start to relax more. You'll let go of some of the tension, some of the tightness, the angst. And then you can go into the compassion. Because it doesn't feel like it's your hurt. Yes, you still have the feelings there. You still want the best for each person that's going through a trauma. But it's not yours. It's ours to transmute together.
These guys next to me, my own animals, are reminding me of the energy that animals are carrying. That they too share a spark of the divine, that they too bring love and light into the world. And Teri, I'm seeing all of these columns of light across the planet. And between the transmutation of those words to love and all of these lights of love and light across the planet, it really is feeling like it's helping to raise the vibrations.
It's that grid of energy as each heart connects in with Gaia and then lifts the energy upward. It connects the crystalline grid at the center of Earth with the grid from above that Metatron brings in.
And the 500,000 earth angels interspersed on that grid.
Right, at each point. Mhm. Beautiful. Great work.
It feels like they're going to be here a while on that grid.
Reminder that we're not alone. Sometimes it feels like we are. Sometimes it feels daunting to look at things that are transpiring on Earth. But as we step away and become the observer, we can see those angels. We can see the hand of God at play. And many times we have to look back. We have to have that 20/20 hindsight to really see how things were just falling into perfection when we thought it was falling apart.
Archangel Michael said there's a little more. Little more for us to see. Okay, so Divine Mother is representing in not just one form. She is in a multitude of forms in many, many places at once. And I know that sounds confusing, but I do believe that Divine Mother shows up through other people in various circumstances. Like you might go to the grocery store and somebody is particularly helpful. That's Divine Mother's energy coming through. And so what she's showing me now is so many different forms that her energy comes through other people. So as I'm seeing each of the 500,000 earth angels on a point in this grid surrounding the planet, there is a version of Divine Mother with each one of them. And what that's helping to do is to help surround the planet with the divine feminine energy. Of love, pure love.
So beautiful. Hearing that energy has been there through all time, space, reality. There's never been a time that we've been without Divine Mother's energy. We tend to think of things on a linear timeline, but her energy is forever, always has been, and always will be.
I'm feeling the creator. Actually, what they're showing me is like a very large eye. And I'm hearing the eye of the creator as if God had eyes that look like ours. But I'm taking that to be that God knows, the God that we are all part of, sees and knows everything that's happening with every single one of us. And there's so much love and compassion for each person, exactly where they are, exactly for what they're going through.
I feel so much peace right now. There was a lot of clearing that took place, a lot of heart connection, a lot of energy that flowed into the grid to be transmuted to positive energy.
Wow, that energy is so, the word coming to me is potent.
Yes. Kuan Yin spoke those words, the spiritual potency.
Wow.
And I said, I know I'm going to be using that. And that's what this is a spiritual potency, which is just an indescribable feeling as it lifts us all up.
Such a fascinating space of calm. Wow.
They're showing me so many images right now. I see the galaxy, the Milky Way. I see the aurora borealis. They're just showing me all of that beautiful energy that's calm, that each thing is in its place. We don't have to try to control it. We just be with it. Just sit in the energy of it and allow.
Teri, I think this space can be come back to.
Anytime at all. And that's the beauty of our free will. We can choose to be in that peace, or we can choose to be caught up in the chaos and the spin. It really is our choice that we make. I was listening to an interview with Eckhart Tolle yesterday, and no matter what you think about the man, it doesn't matter. But he was asked the question, "What do you do for fun?" And his answer just blew me away. It's like, I just be. I just be. I just allow. And I think for any of us, we don't have to overthink it. When we can go into a space like this, Ruth, together, or on your own, in your own meditation time, and just be, you find that peace, you find that calm, you find the escape from all of the spin and the traumas and everything that's going on in the world. Doesn't mean that we bury our heads and ignore that there's things happening, but the peace has to start inside of each of us. And that was his point, was to just be, and then everything is fun. Everything is the way it's supposed to be for us in our world.
Well, and when we come from that place of calm, we can help other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the frequency that we're putting out goes into the collective frequency of the planet. So we are helping by becoming calm, by being and sitting with ourselves and knowing ourselves even better, and just taking a little bit deeper dive down into what's important and knowing that we have options, that we can stay in that calm or we can just allow ourselves to be tossed about by the chaos. It really is up to us.
Beautiful. Wow. Well, thank you, Teri Angel.
Thank you, Ruth Anderson. I love these meditation excavations. We never know where we're going. We just open up and allow and let spirit guide. And what a guidance they gave today to really connect in heart to heart with Mama Gaia and with our spiritual beings. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, and thank you to all of the spiritual divinity that showed up for us today. It was beautiful. All right. Well, friends, thank you for joining us today here at Enlightened World Network. You can always come back to this meditation and put yourself back in that place of that amazing, potent calm. Potent calm. Beautiful. Friends, thanks for joining us. Take good care. God bless, and we'll see you soon.